I haven't been this excited for some Louis Vuitton bag releases in what feels like the longest time, and not just one style of bag. Here are 5 new LV bags that are currently available to pre-order or will be coming very soon, and what you need to know about them. I'll be revealing my favorite from this list at the end of the video. The first new release from Louis Vuitton that we recently saw on the runway, and I shared on my Instagram stories that I'm so excited to find out more information for this one. I can see it being incredibly popular. This is the new Orsay bag. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but bear with me, this is literally a new style of bag from the brand. Now, I can tell you that in the first instance, this will be available in white, black, red and a lighter coloured yellow. Now, it looks like the strap isn't removable from this bag, but it is a boxy style of bag. It reminds me a lot in terms of its style of the Celine Team Triomphe bag, that kind of boxy rectangular shape. But I think Louis Vuitton have done a fantastic job of this style of bag because they really have made it feel part of the brand, and this style of bag is very on trend right now. So we have the lock on the front, we have the kind of metal detail around the side. So it's playing up to Louis Vuitton's heritage, and that is luggage trunks. Now, the new Orsay bag will set you back around $4,950 in the US. Based on the current conversion rates, this will be approximately £3,800 in the UK. So definitely between £3,500 and £4,000, which, if we then compare this to the Celine Team Triomphe, is about £1,000, $1,000 more expensive. And I am going to pre-warn you for the rest of the bags throughout this video, or that Louis Vuitton just seem to be pricing some of the new styles of bags that they know are going to do probably quite well, quite highly this year. Hey everyone, it's Steph here. If you are new to this channel and love all things luxury, you, my friend, are in exactly the right place. So make sure you join us by hitting the subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss a future video like this one, I often do like new releases, bags that are coming out, shopping vlogs. If you want to come with me and see what is available, try some things on, you can sign up to my email list, which is absolutely free. I will pop a link in the description box for you. Bag number 2 is a remake. So this is the Go 14 bag, and it originally released, I think, in 2014, hence the name of this one. The only place that you can now get this is on the pre-love market. Now, there are some differences. Louis Vuitton have updated this design, and we'll be going through and doing a bit of a comparison so you can see what has changed. One of the main differences, though, is that when the Go 14 was originally released, from what I can tell and what I've found on the pre-love market, I don't think any of them really came with gold hardware. So if you are like myself, I love a bag with gold hardware. I just think they look amazing, and in certain color combinations I think they work better with gold hardware. So in the new range, a lot of them do have gold. Now, this bag will be coming in 3 sizes. I will share with you the sizes and prices in a second, but it is worth noting that this bag, Louis Vuitton are trying to make this one quite exclusive. You will see this by the prices that I am about to share with you, and the way that you can get your hands on this bag, because they aren't currently at this time of filming in the stores to go and try on, which is so frustrating because I really want to go and see what this looks like. But I've no doubt there will be like demo bags soon. They are saying, so similar to what they've said they're going to do with the Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag, you won't be able to just walk into a store or go online and purchase a Go 14 bag by the sounds of it. What Louis Vuitton are saying is you have to pre-order them. Pre-orders are now open for this bag. If you see one that you like, contact Louis Vuitton and get your pre-order in now. And then when they are released and pre-orders are over, they will then become waitlist bags. So you will have to put your name down. They will probably limit the amount of stock people are able to buy. So depending on how popular this bag is, you might have to wait a few weeks, a few months, maybe even longer to get your hands on this bag. But we don't know how popular it will be yet and how long the wait list will be. Okay, so the sizes, from what I can see, there are 3 sizes that are going to be available in the current pre-orders, so the first drop of this bag. This is going to be like a nano. I don't know the exact name that they are going to use for this particular size of the bag. They also have an MM and a GM. So the smallest size of this bag, I think it is absolutely adorable. It will be coming in black, pink, and I think there's another color option as well, like a white with like a blue line running through it. We have like the twist lock on the front. I have never been a fan of the twist lock. I really haven't. I don't know what it is. I've just never gravitated towards it. I have much preferred like the logo on the Capucine bag, for example, where it's more of a plaque as opposed to like an oversized kind of ballooned version of the logo. But for some reason, I think it works really well with this bag, like with the quilting. Now, the smallest size, I will flash the dimensions on the screen down below. These have been sent to me from my sales associate. I would double check, obviously I haven't physically been able to try this myself, whether a phone would fit inside. It is going to be a small size bag and I don't believe phones will fit inside, which I think will force people up to the next size, which is medium. For the nano size, I estimate, because I don't know exactly, that this one will retail at around £3,400 in the UK, probably closer to $4,000 in the US. The MM size. Now, if you aren't already, make sure you are secure in your seats for the price of this one. This one is arguably going to be the most popular size of this bag, and I think the proportions of it look like they just look perfect, don't they? And it is going to retail at £5,750 in the UK. Yes, that is correct. This is Capucine money. So in comparison, you can get a Capucine BB, so this slightly larger size here, for around the same amount of money, around £5,600 in the UK. And based on the pound amount of this, when I do a conversion into US dollars, you can estimate that this will be around $7,300. This will be coming in a beautiful navy and gold combination. It is absolutely stunning, and also this kind of tobacco caramel colour, which I saw on the runway. I shared again on my Instagram stories that I was particularly excited about this colourway because this bag just transports me to an old English pub and I can smell tobacco in the air, I can feel sticky beer that's been on the floor underneath my feet, and even though that doesn't sound appealing, this is probably the first bag I've ever kind of looked at and it's transported me straight to a physical situation like smells, sights, sounds, and that really excites me. But the price, ouch. The GM size will cost you around £6,270, so probably over $8,000 in the US. The GM, from what I can see and what I have been sent so far, will come in the kind of tobacco colorway, but it almost has like more of an ombre to it than the MM. The MM looks more of a consistent kind of caramel color. This one has more of an effect to it. Interesting, and it will also come in black. Now on the runway, it was also spotted in this amazing blue color. Like from the picture, it looks incredible. And I have been told that this isn't being dropped in this current collection of the Go 14, but it might be part of the cruise collection, which will be coming out in a few months' time. A few key differences that I can kind of see on the Go 14 bag from the old to the new version. The main one I can see is the strap. I think the strap on the new version of the bag looks so much better. I'm so glad they changed it. If anything, I would say the chain strap on the original version of this bag, it just looks very cheap. It looks kind of not very thought out. The new one looks very dense. I think you also get, I don't know if the old ones came with this, but on some of the, like the MM size, I believe, you do get a top handle, which I think you can detach from it. So you could use it with the top handle and with the chain on there as well. So another way to wear it. I think maybe the shape of the bag from the side is slightly different, but I couldn't tell you until I've actually seen two of these side by side. And then again, the other main difference is just that the new ones, a lot of them are coming with gold hardware, which I prefer. I know a lot of people prefer, and generally bags with gold hardware retain their value better because they are more desirable than silver options. Bag number 3 is not a new style of bag. It has been around for a little while now, but the new like leather options of this bag, so beautiful. This is the side trunk bag. Now I have tried this on in the monogram canvas. A lot of influencers, people on YouTube actually have this bag, and it has been one that has grown on me over time. I think it is quite an edgy style, but I think where this bag really comes into its own is actually with some of the leather versions, because it is quite a, I don't know what, gaudy kind of style. Like it's a little bit in your face with all the metal hardware on here. I think the toned down, like less logos on this bag, or more subtle versions like the embossing into leather, I think they look better personally. So a black leather version of this bag currently retails at around £3,000 in the UK, but they are often sold out. Now I have been tempted with a leather version. Again, they are harder to get than the canvas versions, but When I've been holding out because I saw a black on black version on the runway where all the hardware was black, and I was like, I just think that is like the coolest bag in this style and shape. But then I have also seen since this black leather version. It does have gold hardware, but it has, same as the Go 14, the kind of cross stitching. So we don't have the embossed Louis Vuitton monogram logo. It is just these kind of diagonal seams, and this one for me is like the epitome of the side trunk bag. If I am going to get one, this is going to be the one that I get. I do not know prices on this yet, but based on the current price of $3,100 for a leather version, I don't think it'll be priced too far away from what we currently have. New Louis Vuitton bag number 4 is one of the most iconic styles of bag from Louis Vuitton, and I think this is going to be really interesting to see how popular this is. But it is the Neverfull tote bag, which has only been available in PM, MM and GM size so far, is now going to be brought out in a new BB size, so a very small version of the Neverfull. I have my MM size down here with the roses on, and it is such a great tote bag. This one does have some differences though. So the Neverfull tote bags are just generally open bags. This one is going to have a zipper. So if security is something that you prioritize highly, this could be a really great one, and if you prefer a mini bag. The Neverfull BB is launching on August the 4th, and apparently pre-orders are now open if you want to get your hands on one. And I've also been told that the monogram is the only version of the canvas that will be available this year. So if you are looking for the Demi Robin, Demi Reserve, for example, they won't be available yet, but I've no doubt if this bag is popular, that will be coming in the future. Now it does have one of the Louis Vuitton guitar straps with the coin purse on. Now I like to refer to this style of strap as this bag being pochette accessoire, the bag that first came out with this kind of guitar strap with the coin purse on it. It was of course very popular, and now it seems that every new Louis Vuitton bag style is coming with these straps. I've no doubt they are a lot cheaper to produce for Louis Vuitton, but I definitely think they look a bit less elegant, like they look very much quite casual. I personally would prefer to see the Neverfull BB with a leather strap, but you can buy alternative straps from the brand, so maybe it's that if you don't like this strap you could just buy another one. It will of course just increase the cost of the bag. The new Neverfull size will retail at $1,900 in the US and €1,750 in Europe. I'm still waiting for the pound amount, but again, contact your sales associate. This one is now available to pre-order. Bag number 5 is one that I know so many of you have been waiting for with bated breath. This is the new Louis Vuitton Bumbag. So we recently, I have one of the old versions of the Bumbag here. I have the World Tour version, so it has the black leather, and I love this. Now Louis Vuitton discontinued this over a year ago now, and with it being one of the most popular styles of bags from the brand, these are great for like adventure days, days at Disneyland. If you like to get out and about a bit more, you can wear them across your body, which was really popular, obviously around your waist, or even as a shoulder bag. Like these are actually quite versatile pieces. When this was discontinued, I know a lot of people have been really disheartened, but there has been rumour that a new style of the bum bag will be coming out, and it is now here. We have had the release of the mini bum bag. If you haven't seen this one yet, you can kind of wear this as a shoulder bag. You can wear it around your waist if you want to. And I feel like this one has been quite popular, but it still hasn't had the same vibe. It is quite a bit smaller than the old style of the bum bag. So here is the new version of the bum bag. It is being referred to as the high-rise bum bag from the brand, and it will be released in the US as of the 4th of August, so I believe you might be able to place pre-orders now, and September 1st for the rest of the world. It will retail at $1,850 in the US and around £1,450 in the UK. So a few £100 increase on the original bum bag when it was discontinued. Now, I did ask over on my Instagram, how are you all feeling about this one? Because I'll be sharing my thoughts in a second. And here are the results. 80% of people said they did not like this bag. And I agree with the 80%. I think the original version of the LV bum bag is so much nicer. I love the design. My main concern with the new version of the bum bag, okay, is we have a lot more vachetta on here. On the front of the bag, you've got your zipper to get into. Now, this is one of the reasons I think they updated it. On the old version, when you flip this up, the zipper actually goes all the way around the bag, which is great. It's kind of like opening the lid of the bag, and then you can really get access to this. I do worry about if this zipper was a lot smaller, like, can you really get as good of access to the bag? But if you aren't careful with this and you don't flip the canvas back, what was happening is this canvas would crack. And I think that's caused problems at Louis Vuitton. So I am pretty careful. Like, I actually flip my canvas up before I close the bag like that, and then I flip it back down. I think it actually looks a lot neater though when it is like that. But I am wondering whether the issues the brand has had is maybe what has caused them to try and update and discontinue this style. I also am not so sure about the tag on the front of the bag. It reminds me of my Odeon bag here, but I think the proportions of the Odeon with the tag on work really well. I don't think it works so well with the bum bag. I think it would just be a bit annoying. It's quite a small bag to be having this kind of fanciness on it. And then the strap. Again, this has been pochette accessoire. We have this guitar strap. This will be great for adjusting because the leather straps on these ones, you can adjust, but they are a bit of a faff, but you do have to really kind of push it through, get it to the right hole. So if you want to wear it as a crossbody bag around your waist, you do have to adjust it. It takes a little bit of time, not too long. It really doesn't bother me, but with the guitar strap, you'll be able to adjust it really easily. But saying that, I do think it cheapens the bag, and I much prefer the leather straps on the old version. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Do you like the new high-rise bum bag from the brand? Will you be placing your order for it, or will you be trying to get your hands on one of the older versions, which I can tell you, the resale price of these bags have now skyrocketed, and I was thinking they would come down with the release of the new bum bag, but I don't know if they will, because personally, this design of the bum bag I think is so much nicer. Now, because you are still watching, and I know you are a bag lover, I promised 5 new Louis Vuitton bags, but actually I've got 7 for you because there are 2 more releases that you might want to know about. So the bonus 6th bag is the Louis Vuitton OnTheGo East-West tote bag. I have the OnTheGo. I have the MM size down here. I also have the PM size in the limited edition Sunrise Pastel. And if you are liking your East-West bags, it definitely has been a trend. Like, we've seen Dior bring the Lady Dior out in the East-West style, so more of a rectangular shape. Personally, I prefer more of a square. So these bags really don't appeal to me as much, but I know for some people it is absolutely their vibe. Then the OnTheGo East-West could be one for you. Now, I do really like that this one actually has a zipper closure. None of the other OnTheGo tote bags have a zip closure. They are all just like open tote bags. It would actually be great if some of these did have a zip closure. Again, for security, it's just something that I personally quite like. You can buy liners for them. I have got a liner in here, and you can actually get ones which have zippers over the top, so I might actually order one of those. But this one is going to retail at €2,250 in Europe. I'm not exactly sure of the US price in dollars and UK pounds just yet. And again, it has been pochette accessoire. We have a guitar strap. We have a coin purse on here. I think this does cheapen the bag. Again, I just don't really love like the guitar straps. However, I will say my OnTheGo PM does actually come with one of these guitar style straps in like a mint color. And I do think that this colour of strap actually works really nicely with this bag. It did have a coin purse. I've sold it because I just found it annoying. I would never wear it with this bag. Probably shouldn't have done that because this is a limited edition bag, but I just decided I would never wear it. I would rather it have gone to a nice home. So I will say this like strap is good. You can adjust it super easily. But I do think overall, if they aren't done correctly, they can cheapen the look of the bag. But again, because it has little hoops, you can just buy a different strap if you really wanted to. You can get like a monogram one. You could get a plain like vachetta one if you wanted more of a simple style of strap on this bag. And finally, bag number 7. I'm not sure if you can pre-order this already, but this one was kind of previewed first back in March 2023, so a good few months ago now, and now I believe it is available to get your hands on. So many people said how much they love this one, and it is the Speedy Trunk bag. So it's kind of like the Speedy bag but meets a trunk. I love the like shape of this one. This is a collector's item. This is not practical, and I've got a feeling it would be very heavy. And I believe it retails at around £10,900 in the UK, so probably closer to $15,000 in the US. So again, a collector's piece, a very beautiful collector's piece nonetheless. And if you're still watching, another bonus bag that I've just been made aware of, the Nuevo Bolso Oxford bag. It looks very much like the Lock Me Ever Mini, which I have here in my collection, but this is more like a satchel style bag with a top handle. It reminds me a lot of the pochette metis, and I love it. Let me know what you think. I promised at the start of the video I would reveal out of these new Louis Vuitton bags which one is my favourite, because like I said at the start, I have not been this excited for a Louis Vuitton bag launch in a long time. I remember when Louis Vuitton would bring out their summer collections, their cruise collections, and it would just feel like drop after drop. They did an amazing job. They would sell out so quickly. Honestly, the last collection that I've been excited about, and like, not style of bag, but yeah, would be the Sunrise Pastel. This is probably one of the last pieces that I've bought from like a limited edition collection from Louis Vuitton. I have since purchased like a Capucine bag, but for me, the last drop, the last thing that I brought directly like brand new from the brand was this. And it was just because I absolutely love the colors. But since then, it's just kind of felt like they've done a lot of the like giant monogram. I don't know, it's kind of felt like the detail has been lacking a little bit, and that they're just kind of churning out the same thing, but maybe like different variations of. So Louis Vuitton have left me quite uninspired. I think the menswear, they've done a great range of like quite unique styles there, but for the women's, yeah, it's just felt like churn, churn, churn. This for the first time feels like we are actually getting some newness, even though a lot of these pieces are either out already. I just think they're being done in a really cool way now. And I have to say, the two styles, because there's two styles, not just one, there's two styles I'm very excited about. The Go 14, the price makes my eyes water, but I think the way they've done the ombre colors, I cannot wait to see this in person. I genuinely can't. And I know if I fall in love with one, despite the price, despite them being Capucine money, I will maybe sell some bags that look similar to one that I go for. That is how much I'm seriously considering this piece. And also the trunk bag with the diagonal kind of seams running on it. I think this is gorgeous. Not a new style of bag. Again, we have got the side trunk out right now, but I just think this is a fantastic version of it. Let me know your favorite in the comments. Will you be pre-ordering any of these pieces? I need to know. Now make sure you don't go anywhere, because coming up next, I'll leave my latest video release here for you and over here. 13 of the cheapest Louis Vuitton bags that you can buy right now. I'll be revealing my favorite at the end, and I think you're getting a lot of bag for your money when it comes to Louis Vuitton with this one. Enjoy.